What is up, guys? My name is Wong and we are back with another video. Today we are driving an extremely unique build and a car that I haven't really featured on the channel before. This is none other than a 1995 Toyota Land Cruiser, but it is far from your standard FZJ80. This is a fully built vehicle from head to toe, and it's sporting an LSA supercharged 6.2 litre engine in the heart of this 80 series Land Cruiser. And this particular car is the culmination of perfecting that 80 series Land Cruiser formula and taking it up to the highest level. So if you want to see more epic car reviews and some more automotive related content here on YouTube, consider subscribing to the channel, and let's get straight into it, shall we? Here we go. Oh my lord! This thing just rips! If you guys aren't particularly aware of what an 80 series Land Cruiser is, it's pretty much the culmination of the finest built SUV of its era and its class. It was pitted up against the Land Rover Discovery and also the Nissan Patrol, and this car was really a vehicle that outshined all of its competition. It was just an SUV that did it so right out of the gates, and Toyota really put it out there on the map. From factory, the 80 series Toyota Land Cruiser came with a myriad of engines, from diesel to petrol, but this particular car came with the most strongest and robust of engines, that being the 1FZ, and it was good for making about 215 horsepower at the crank. And to be honest, it wasn't a whole lot of power at all, and for a car that weighed just over 2 tons, it was a lot of weight to be pushing around. But overall, as a whole, everything about the 80 series Land Cruiser was built to a very high standard by Toyota. Now, as you can probably hear and tell, that 1FZ engine, it's been replaced with a supercharged LSA 6.2 litre engine, and my word, this thing is an absolute brute of a motor. It produces 576 horsepower at the crank. It's a completely new crate motor that has been transplanted into the heart of this car. It's paired with a 4L80E 4-speed automatic transmission. And just to give you some insight, it's the same engine that came from the VF GTS HSVs. And let's have a listen to it, shall we? Full throttle. Oh my god! The way it makes power is, in a way, effortless. It just loves to rev, and the throttle, my word, it's instantaneous. You get so much power in this car, and it really just throws you into the back of the seat. Even with all this go, this car still manages to stop pretty well. Obviously, it doesn't have the best stopping power, and you're gonna have to stop well before you reach a corner, because if you come in too hot in a big four-wheel drive like this, you'll probably tip it. So you want to be very careful in terms of going fast through the corners. It's by no means a sports car, but you still feel controlled in a way that's manageable, and it makes the driving sensation quite enjoyable, really. I honestly thought that by getting into a car of this magnitude, it would be a complete boat and it'd be a disaster to drive. But no, the steering is actually really direct, and there's a sense of feedback telling you what this car is enduring through the roads, and it's not a chore by any means. Although we are on a suburban road, it's still really quite a fun experience. I can truly only imagine how fun it would be to be taking it out on the outback and to go off-roading. I think that's where the car would really shine as well, especially with this new LSA motor. It sounds so good, and then you get that whine. It's quite a nifty car. And then when you get it straight, you just get on it and it screams. Instantly, when you see this 80 series Land Cruiser, you know that it's had the full works done on it. The full modifications on this car is truly extensive. Right off the bat, obviously you've got that supercharged LSA motor at the heart, which has been fully engineered to this car. You've got a 4L80E transmission, which is super strong and it's built to handle upwards of 1,000 horsepower. You've got a full superior engineering catalog underneath the car with a 3-inch car lift and a 2-body remote. You've got big brakes on this car and everything has been sandblasted black and it just looks super aggressive. Full sound deadening underneath the car, so all of that external noise has been completely lifted from this cabin and it just makes for a totally refined driving experience. Now overall, this car has received a complete bare metal restoration inside the engine bay, through the door jambs. Everything on this car has been repainted in this fantastic gloss black. There were new door handles fitted, new door trims fitted, and to think that this is a 25-year-old car, honestly, I wouldn't believe it from first glance. The owner, Tim Rocko, has really gone to town into making this build truly one of a kind. It really caught my eye, and as soon as I saw it, I knew that it was a car that I had to feature on the channel. And whether or not it's a 4x4, I think if you're a true automotive enthusiast, you're just gonna love a car like this. It's just got everything done to such a high standard. Have a look at the interior. It's been fully re-upholstered. You've got LSA stitched into the headrest and Land Cruiser into the backrest, just to remind you that you're in something a little bit special. And this car is packed with a ton of abilities, and whether you're driving it on road or off road, you've got a really trick center locking differential system. You've got carbon winch if you need a tow. It's a car that you could really live with on a day-to-day basis, and I think if you want a car to do it all in, I think this particular 80 series Land Cruiser really hits that nail on the head. They were already a cult classic and a vehicle that so many people around the world love, but to see what you can do with these cars really has got me blown away. So if you're looking to purchase a Land Cruiser, an 80 series in particular, you're looking at spending around 50 to 25 grand, depending on the condition and mileage on the car. However, to buy an example as done up as this, you really can't put a figure on it. The owner has spent so much money into getting this car to such a high standard, and honestly, you're looking at probably spending close to the 6-figure mark to get something as tasteful as this. You've really done an exceptional job piecing this car together, Tim, and to the guys at Insane Custom Body Works, this car is truly immense. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. In the comments below, tell me what you like about this supercharged LSA 80 series Land Cruiser, and as well as that, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please take care. Bye for now.